my work in progress walkthrough. Okay, little work in progress walkthrough at Bletch Court. Entryway. Probably should have done this when we got here. This area we framed in and we built a little bifold door entry and trimming out in paneling. Actually, that all came out really pretty good. You should be able to get that painted up in the next day and that'll be good to go. Kitchen area, unfortunately, had setback. Cabinets were to be installed 2 days ago. They've been here for some time. Had a little dimension discrepancy, and 2 of them need to be replaced. Since we've been here, we floated out the ceiling, primed and textured the ceiling, primed and textured the walls. With any luck today, we'll have them painted and remove this protection from the floor. And put the final coat of urethane on the floor, and this will be livable space once again. Pretty much similar for the living room, family area, and a little difficulty on the texture matching. You can see some of the areas that I've gone over again are wet. Try to blend in just a little bit better. But here we've got textured ceiling, textured walls, ready to paint. And all of the stuff, furniture and cabinet work to be installed has been resting nicely in this area. I'm sure everybody will be anxious to get them back into place where they belong. Heading up the stairs. This was a bit of a challenge. This little overhead in the stairway. There's a plaster surface that was covered with those Tectum panels. They had been dirty, ugly. Tore those down, retextured the ceiling. It looks kind of rugged, but actually it's better than I thought it might have been. Paneling is going to remain up here. Work here has been kind of slow because the kids come home during the school week and they have to cover the beds and the clothes and take them out. Anyway, again here we removed Tectum panels, refinished the ceiling. Walls have been patched and repaired. Today we'll prime them and we'll try to get them finish coated before we leave. This is the girls' room. And in Cameron's room, we added a little flare. The original idea was to have a sort of elevated bed system from IKEA. Once again, textured ceiling. Walls are patched but not yet textured or primed. But we decided to fabricate our own version of elevated bed. We hung it from the very substantial structure above. So Cam has like the coolest room in town with a suspended bed. But once again, you know, we have to drag all that stuff out and then put it all back by the time they get back from school. Fortunately, all the kids do volleyball, whatever, after school stuff, so we can generally get a full day in here, but then it makes it so that they have to redo everything, then put everything back in place and then undo it again in the morning. It really has made things slower than I thought. We're not doing anything in the bathroom here. This was part of a previous remodel that existed when we got here, but actually this is all pretty good. And we're doing very little in this room. This is where Ralph hangs out, and that is pretty much it. Again, it's taken a little bit longer than we'd anticipated, but we're down to Oh, let's not forget about this. We've got this fireplace removal to regain some, recapture some space. Significant problems found buried in the wall, drain lines and so forth that were leaking in. It'd all be cap terminated and the wall rebuilt. And it cost about a day. And just to round things out, most of the breakers have been holding. That's all in fairly good shape. We haven't done really anything electrically. And this is been where everybody's been hanging out when they get back from school and so forth. So right now everybody's very anxious for us to move things in. And unfortunately, after the old kitchen was wrecked and the new kitchen has not yet been put in, the sanitary tubs don't do real well as a kitchen sink, but I guess they did better than the pioneers. So it's been a little bit of a camp out, and but it, you know, it works. The kids are all good, they get along, and they've really not been any trouble. So between our, oh, and we're not doing anything with this bathroom. This is also so in place, so it actually hasn't been terribly uncomfortable, and easy access to get anything done computer wise, so we're okay there. And that is about it. Next 2 days we should be able to give this house back to them, and when their cabinets come in, they'll be ready to move back from the downstairs to the upstairs and begin some sort of normalcy. And that's it from the latest adventures of Crescent Construction.